Hello, friends. I welcome you to the next episode in the leadership series. In case you're watching it for the first time, I have already published a couple of videos. In each of these videos, I discuss about an important leadership aspect. So, what are we going to discuss today? Well, leadership is all about making the right moves, and those moves need to change with time. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of changing with time. Change is the only constant. I'm sure you've heard this statement. Great leaders and great organizations also need to keep changing with times. So today I'm going to discuss or share a story of a very famous Indian brand. A brand which has been around for more than 80 years now and has really made a mark in all corners of the country, and not just our own country. It's present in tens of countries across the world now. I'm talking about a brand called Haldirams. As an Indian, all of you would have definitely heard about this brand. This brand dates back to 1941, founded by Sri Ganga Bishan Agarwal. He was lovingly known as Haldiramji. As a youngster, he used to work in his father's shop. His father used to sell bhujia. Bhujia was in very great demand, but he was not really very satisfied with the quality of bhujia. So as he grew up and he started his own venture, he made a difference in terms of adding some more ingredients, making it more crispy, having a very premium pricing, having a 100% increase to what the bhujia was being sold in the market. So all these steps, he was really able to make a mark for himself. And that was in the 1940s. But moving ahead, 1960s, as Chef Kishan Agarwalji, the next person, he took the brand to the next level because till such time, the brand was only confined to selling bhujia and namkeens. You have to change with the changing times. He actually was based in Nagpur, and Nagpur, there was hardly any sale of bhujia or namkeens, so he had to try out something new. He introduced the famous Kaju Katli. Yes, all of us love this sweet. But this was introduced by Shiv Kishan Agarwalji in 1960s. And then he wanted his brand to be more popular and not just confined to sweets and namkeens. So he actually started a South Indian restaurant. He suddenly realized that there was a big demand for South Indian food in Maharashtra. So started off with a South Indian restaurant. I introduced samosa, chaat, chole bhature. Oh wow! Having stayed in North India and specifically now Gurgaon for the last so many years, the moment you start thinking about chole bhature, you start thinking about a place called Haldirams. So yeah, Shiv Kishan Agarwal, next person in line actually, who took the brand to the next level in terms of the changing times. And then we talk about another gentleman in their language, Manohar Lal Agarwal, the person who actually again took the brand to the next level when he took over in 1970s. But the innovations actually happened in 80s and 90s. He introduced new packaging, all those zip pouches, those standy pouches. He wanted to give a new trendy look to his brand, and that's where he left a mark. Yeah. So again, innovations in terms of packaging, and then he started opening more outlets. Haldirams till about 1970s or 80s was confined only to a few cities, and that only one outlet per city. He then looked at the next step. First of all, increasing the width, so covering more cities is what the plan was. But over the last 10 years, it's actually taken a whole new dimension. It's all about depth now. How many more outlets within the same city? Changing times. If McDonald's can really have tens and tens of outlets in larger cities, why can't Haldirams? As I speak to you, I am 100% sure Haldirams has many more outlets than a McDonald's or a Burger King or a KFC in the city of Gurgaon. And that's what the brand is up to now, expanding its reach so that it can cater to more consumers. So that's what I want to discuss today in terms of leadership. A lot to learn from this brand, Haldirams. It's survived more than 80 years, and You ought to be able to change with the times, not being confined to a single product category as what it started off with, introducing more categories, introducing new packaging, and then opening a new restaurant to cater to more people. So, change is the only constant. Now, you need to look at yourself as a leader. Are you the same person that you were about 10 or 15 years back? Or have you really imbibed certain things basis the changes which have happened in your industry or in your organization? We all need to change to stay relevant in our times. We all need to make the right moves. Leaders make the right moves. That's all for this session. I will be back with another leadership trait in the next episode. Do subscribe to the channels where you can keep getting more information as and when the videos get posted. See you.